back on them, and Drexel hanging in there as well. Those top three, pretty solid performance here in the fourth level of the men's varsity fours. And so next up, we'll be moving to the third level final of the men's lightweight fours coming up next. We'll be back up to the start line. We have just a two-boat race, so in the field for the varsity fours, there wasn't as many crews entered as the heavyweights, so we have our top 14 teams that are entered in this, and we have Mercyhurst and Iona College as our two that will be racing. Just a dual race between those two for this third level final of the lightweight fours. So a little bit different tactics involved when it's a dual race side by side, but they get a great race course. They get a beautiful, sunny, gorgeous day here at Mercer. Should be very fair racing for these two crews from Mercyhurst, the lightweight guys from Mercyhurst and Iona College. So we've seen some good performances by Mercyhurst lightweights in the past. They've had an 8 that's made it into the lightweight 8, selected as a lightweight 8 entry into the IRA. So they've raced in the varsity 8 level. So this is their top 4 guys. They don't have the varsity 8 racing in the 8 this year, but they're ready to go here in this 4. And we got Iona College right next to them.
And a look then at the start with less than 2 minutes to go. And as mentioned, just 2 boats coming down the track. So in dual racing, oftentimes the strategy, I mean with all racing, but especially in a dual, to get out ahead and stay ahead so that you can have the advantage, of course, of seeing the competition behind you and knowing exactly what you need to do to continue pulling away. Once a crew kind of gets away from you in a dual race, it can be really hard to feel them and to get back in touch with them. So a lot of advantage to really blasting off the line, in my opinion. These crews will have coxswains, of course. You can see their caps in the bow. So these coxswains will be able to communicate with the rowers and of course, let them know what that standing is. But we'll see how this race develops between these two crews in the men's lightweight 4 third level final.
So as we look at the screen here, just if you're looking from the drone view, we got the side view here, and we have a start to it. Mercyhurst is the lane closer to us. Iona College next to them. So this is the lightweights third level final. On the right there's Mercyhurst in the green. In the red hull, white tops, yellow blades is Iona College. So should be a good race between these two. Mercyhurst top guys. This is also the top lightweight guys from Iona College as well. So Iona's back here at the IRA, first time since 1998. They're looking to just build off of this opportunity to race here. So for the coaches, they said that this is just a really good chance for a few more weeks of training. And as Dave kind of said, it's exposure to the highest level of collegiate racing. And that's what these Iona crew, this is what the crew from Iona wants to do, is get out here and get that experience and build up the standard of what they want to see at Iona. So Fred, let's get ahead out to you here. Mercyhurst and Iona on the water.
Iona has a slight lead in lane 5. Let's see if they can maintain a close race. And so fitting that. First dual race we've had. Side-by-side racing. And Iona has about 3 seats or so on Mercyhurst. We can probably hear the coxswains pretty clearly going along here. We'll give you some feedback there. And it looks like Mercyhurst is around 36 and a half. Turning over pretty well. 35 and a half. Iona 35 and a half. They're both about the same rating. But Iona's just got a trickle more hull speed. Keeping it level. Trying to keep these boats within contact so that we have a real race. Iona just spooning it along. Pretty good rhythm. 750 meters into the race. It's Iona with about half to 2/3. Oxen trying to work her crew back. Having a look over. Keeping it real, getting the guys back in it, and we'll see if anybody takes a push here at the halfway point. Mercyhurst, yeah, trying really hard to get back, get their bow up into the Iona lead there. Here we come up on the 1,000 right now. Halfway. Long, Iona's pretty cool customer. Just trying to do their job and stay in front. Pushing the hands down. I like the stroke on that Iona boat. He's got a nice hands down and around. His nice blade work. Clean exit. Hanging on the blade until the last second and then pushing down and around. But sending the boat as he does so. 750 to go. Not much has changed here. Attack still for Mercyhurst. They're fighting like heck here just to try and keep in touch. Don't want to let Iona slip away. But every time they take a push, I think that's the advantage of rowing in front. Iona can match it. Now I think I see Iona putting some extra mustard on it, because I think they're starting to inch out just a little bit. I think they're taking a 10 here. That's Iona's big push right before the last 500 and trying to put the nail in the coffin, as they say. They've just got a full length now. So, Steve-O, I'll pass it over to you with these two boats in good shape. Iona, a splash of open. Over to you.
All right. Well, there's the Gales out in front. They've got that open water lead now. So excellent push here through the second half of the race to kind of break away from Mercyhurst. So the Gales out there in front. Good performance here in this race. It's tough. They wanted to get a little bit better, make it into that semifinals, but here they are. They're racing. They're putting together a great piece here. One of the things that the Iona College coaches talked about was just they weren't really satisfied with their performance at the Dad Vale Regatta. Didn't go as well as they had hoped, and so coming here to IRAs, they wanted to put together a series of great races, and it looks like here on the final day, that's exactly what this crew's doing. So a nice race by Iona coming down the track on this absolutely perfect day here on the lake. So Mercyhurst doing a nice job there, just not quite enough traction and power to match Iona today. But a great shot on the drone looking down on Iona. Good swing, good matching, good quickness off the catch end. So a nice push by Iona to finish up this race very strong here.
Well, they've certainly kept it quite interesting for all of us, staying in good touch throughout this race. It does continue to be Iona looking to win this third level final in the men's lightweight for Iona, with John Thompson in the coxswain seat. We see his cap just poking out, stroked by Francis Alcoliste in the 4 seat, setting a really solid rhythm and continuing to push away from this Mercyhurst crew. That's the buzzer for Iona College to win this third level final, as Mercyhurst then comes through the line. Mercyhurst coxed by Mackenzie Kiker, stroked by James O'Grady.
So a nice showing by Iona. Hopefully they walk away from the IRA experience and look towards next year. and build upon. That's what the coaches were hoping for, is just get a good base from this 2022 season where so many coaches and teams have had variety of challenges, but they've established themselves on that race as a nice solid performance here on the last day of the IRA for Iona College. So we'll be back up on the start here in just a second. We will be back to the heavyweight fours.